3 questions and 3 answers. What is that? It's an impromptu presentation strategy. What does impromptu mean? Impromptu means spontaneous or immediate. You have no time to prepare, no time to plan, no time to write out your presentation. That's what an impromptu presentation is. Sometimes it's called an elevator speech. You get on the elevator on the first floor, you're going to the 20th, your boss gets on the elevator with you, says, tell me how the project is going. You have from the first to the 20th floor to present your project in a logical, coherent manner. And that's the purpose of an impromptu presentation strategy, which is a plan. A useful rule is called the rule of 3. The rule of 3 states a person can remember and do well 3 tasks even under great stress. Again, a person can remember and do well 3 tasks even under great stress. How is this applicable to an impromptu presentation? Well, you can remember 3 points. The audience or the listener can remember 3 points. And you can present with high quality work. If you increase it to 4 or 5 or 6, many times quality goes down, retention goes down. 3 is a magic number. And the rule of 3 has been true in every country and every culture in the history of humans. Okay, so let's look at the impromptu presentation strategy called 3 questions, 3 answers. 3 questions, 3 answers. The last video that I made, I talked about 3 topics. Well, this time we're going to talk about 3 questions and 3 answers. But first, let me tell you about a speech writing technique to capture audience attention. It's called rhetorical question. The rhetorical question to capture the audience attention. The first step is the speaker asks the audience a question. The audience thinks of the question and the answer, then the speaker gives the answer. Let me say that again. The speaker asks the audience a question. The audience thinks of the question and the answer, and then the speaker gives the answer. Let me give you an example of a rhetorical question that you could use in a speech. You would say, where? Where can you go to visit an alien world filled with strange life, beautiful colors, and it's so quiet? That is scuba diving. So you're thinking, alien world, strange colors, beautiful colors, strange life, quiet, scuba diving. The more involved the listener is in your presentation, the more they'll remember, the more effective your presentation is. So that's called rhetorical question. So, as I said, we're going to look at 3 questions and 3 answers. And 3 questions, 3 answers uses rhetorical questions. And I find that 3 questions and 3 answers is probably one of the easiest of all of the impromptu presentation strategies that I have. And I'm a professional speechwriter, so I use 3 questions all the time. Let's take a look at it. This is what you would say. 3 questions about subject I will answer are 1 question, 2 question, 3 question. Let's look at question number 1, ... question. And then you give a small answer. Remember, this is impromptu. It's spontaneous. No time to plan, no time to write it out. So you give a little answer. Let's move on to question number 2, ... And then you give a small answer. Okay, let's turn to number 3 question. Give a small answer. So let me give you an example. Let's look, 3 questions I will answer about loving my wife. will be question 1, what do I do on a weekly basis? Question 2, what do I do on a daily basis? And question 3, what do I do on a monthly basis? Let's move to question number 1, what do I do on a weekly basis? I give my wife fresh flowers every week. Let's now turn to question number 2, what do I do on a daily basis? I call my wife on average of 3 times a day. Let's move on to question number 3. What do I do on a monthly basis? On a monthly basis, I give my wife a present. It can be something very simple, something I make by hand, or it can be a piece of jewelry, or it can be something else. But the idea is I'm thinking of her and I give her a present every month. What questions do you have? Did you hear what I just said? What questions do you have? That means I think you have questions. Please ask me your questions now. You want to encourage questions because you give only a little information, a small answer, because it's impromptu. So instead of saying, do you have any questions? Answer yes, no. Any questions? Yes, no. Questions? Yes, no. So it's better to say, what questions do you have? So I hope this helps you. It's called 3 questions and 3 answers. Take a look at the previous video. It's called 3 topics. You might find it of interest as well. Thanks. Bye.